Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today I am going back and I will be making a guide for the original Very Hard Ifrit fight. This is for all of you new players coming into the game. As of right now, the older guides, I think, couldn't utilize some of the things that are going to be beneficial for these fights, and since I didn't make an Ifrit guide back in the day, I'm going to be making one for you guys today. I'm going to be incorporating the Bio Materia, since Ifrit is weak to poison, which is definitely going to make the fight easier. On top of that, I am bringing no Ice Elemental Arcanum costume, so if you don't have one, this is going to show you how to beat the fight. That being said, let's take a look at the fight itself, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to clear it with ease. Alright, so here is the Ifrit fight. I'm going to drop down here. It does have a recommended power of 178,000. As you can see, this is my team. The power is 212,000, but I'm running no character with an Ice Arcanum costume, nor the weapon that would come with that. So I am going to be running Matt, Yuffie, and Lucia. The strongest weapon here is probably Lucia's Bald Eagle, which is an Ice Imperil weapon that at OB6 immediately goes to high. However, even if you have this at base 5-star or OB1, it's going to work fine. We're not going to be using it to DPS. The majority of DPS will be coming from Lucia's Blizzara Blow. Do take note that these materias have a higher damage depending on their rarity. So if it's a 3-star materia, it's going to have a certain amount of damage lower than this. 4-star will be 287%, and 5-star, I believe, just breaks 300%. But yeah, we're not going to really be using weapons to do the majority of damage, so this materia is available to all players in the game. I will be using Yuffie's Spiral Shuriken as an ice weapon. It has 530% physical ice damage, but she won't be doing as much damage as Lucia will be doing. Now, I'm going to go over the front end of this build just in a second here. At the beginning of this fight, you're going to fight two waves of adds. The first are the two fire Rangas. At the start of the battle, they will both use a fire element magic attack called Flame Dance. Physical attacks are effective against this enemy. Essentially, you want to kill both of them before they get this off, but at the very least, at least one of them. When you go into the second fight, you're going to be fighting two bombs and one fiery condor right here. I recommend focusing the bombs first. When you get them to half HP, they will start to cast a powerful element magic attack called Burst while reducing their HP to 0. So just keep in mind that as you get them down, if you're struggling with this fight, you are going to want to save your ATB right before they get to halfway, and then blitz the bomb down. Kill the two bombs, and then take out the fiery condor, and then we will finally go into Ifrit. Ifrit is weak to ice, resistant to fire. His immunities are darkness, silence, stun, fatigue, fog, attack down, magic attack down. So he can be physical attack or physical defense reduced. He can be magic attack down. Oh no, he can't be magic attack down. He can essentially be broken for his defenses, but not his offenses. And then it is important to note that poison is not in his immunities, so we will be using the Bio Materia to poison him in the fight. Bio will tick every 4 seconds at 4% of his total HP, so it is a very powerful materia, especially when something is not immune to it. Shortly into the fight, he's going to be going into a form called Ignition, where a new gauge will pop up. That gauge can only be depleted by doing ice damage to him, and in the meantime, he'll be slowly charging something. At the end, when he does that attack, the damage is going to be based on how much you lowered his ignition gauge. So we're going to try and break that with ice attacks as quickly as possible. Destroying more sigils during Incinerate lowers the potency of Hellfire, which will come later on. But we're not even going to make it to the Hellfire. We're going to be killing him long before that in this fight, even without any Ice Arcanum sets. Alright, so that's going to take care of the enemies. I'm going to talk about the front end build of this team and then the back end. So here we have Matt. I am running him with his gigantic shield limit break. Also the killer attire right here, but honestly anything is going to work for him. Matt is going to be a dedicated healer in this fight. So I am bringing Prime Number in here for the primary healing AoE, and then Centipede right here. It does have an AoE physical defense up along with a heal, and most of Ifrit's attacks are physical based, so this will help out a lot. Other than that, we have Yuffie over here with her Winter Moogle costume, buff debuff extension. It's the only costume I have for her, actually. Then we have Arctic Star, which will increase the physical attack of an ally along with herself. And then the Spiral Shuriken here for some ice ability potency damage. For her limit break, I am bringing Clear Tranquil for the physical attack, magic attack buff. It also gives Regan as well. And then last but not least, we have Lucia. I don't have many costumes for her, but I am running Black Stealth. This is a free costume in the Gear Exchange voucher. It boosts physical attack and magic defense. I am bringing the Cerulean Raven at level 8, which can reduce physical attack and magic attack. However, I think that he is immune to those. He is immune to them. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to switch Lucia off of that. And let's put her on Shiva's Diamond Dust. If you don't have Shiva's Diamond Dust, any of the other summons will work except for a fire one, or you can just put her on her base limit break as well. Alright, so other than that, Lucia is going to be running the Bald Eagle, which is an Ice Imperil weapon. If you don't have an Ice Imperil weapon, there is an Ice Imperil Materia, which you can buy in the Crisis Metal shop. And then also I will be running the Black Rifle in the sub hand to increase her physical attack and crit potency. Now, to go over the Materias, I am running a Cura in the first slot for each character. And then I'm also running a Blizzara Blow on Matt, a Poison on Yuffie, a Blizzara Blow on Lucia. She will be our main DPS today. And then I'm also running X Sigil Breaks right here on everyone. As you can see, there is a Diamond Sigil Break, but this fight is not going to really call for a Diamond Sigil weapon, I believe. However, if you are having trouble with it, Matt does have one. It is the Bahamut Rapier, and it is right here. It can be farmed from the Bahamut summon fights, okay? But I don't think that you guys will need that today. So yeah, in the bottom slot, if I go to toggle, we are running X Sigil Breaks in all of their third materia slots. Now to go into the back end of their builds, here we have Matt Winsard, 71k power, 7.4k HP, 1700 physical attack, 1600 magic attack, 123 defense, 115 magic defense, and almost 2500 healing. These are his R abilities as shown here if you guys wanted to check it out, or here where you guys can pause the screen to look at what I am running. His sub-equipments are going to be the Guard Stick for the major R ability for healing, also the free Chocobo Staff for healing and magic defense, and the free event weapon Hellhouse Collar for HP and physical defense. If we go over to Yuffie here, she will be sitting at 63k power, 7.7k HP, 2.9k physical attack, 135 physical defense, 107 magic defense. Her R abilities are as shown here. We are speccing her for a little bit of ice potency and physical attack. I'm going to bring this up so you guys can pause it if you like. And her sub-weapons are going to be the free event weapon Feather Scatter, the Black Whiskers right here for just the physical attack. So whatever you have that's a very strong physical attack weapon, just slot that in. And last but not least, the Silver Staff for a little bit of extra attack and some ice potency here. Alright. Last but not least, we have Lucia Lin, 83,000 power, 8.4k HP, 3.2k physical attack, 126 physical defense, 123 magic defense. Her R abilities are as shown here, physical attack highlighted, along with ice potency highlighted. Since she is our primary DPS, I will bring up her R abilities for you guys to check out right here. And lastly, her sub-equipment, she is going to be running Yuffie's Pinwheel right here, which is another Ice Imperil weapon for the HP and the ice potency. Then I'm going to be running the free event weapon Hellhouse Cannon for the HP physical defense. And lastly, the Buster Sword at OB6 for the HP and the physical attack. So that is going to make up the team for today. Matt, Yuffie, and Lucia are going to be taking on Ifrit on Very Hard. I'm going to show you exactly how to get through this fight with ease so that you guys can get this clear as well. Alright, so we are going to get lucky here and get a little Cactuar. I'm going to speed it up through these early fights just so that we can get to Ifrit. So we're just going to do damage here. Matt is going to keep everyone topped up on HP. Yuffie and Lucia are just going to focus on damage during this time. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so there goes the Cactuar. I'll slow it down on the next part so you guys can see this fight. So you're going to target one of these right off the bat. I am going to use a Blizzara Blow with Lucia, going straight to damage with everyone. Alright, so the rank does go down pretty easily. Okay, now we're going to go into the last set of ads. I'm going to switch to the bomb and we're going to start with the bombs. So I'm just going to Blizzara Blow with Lucia. Yuffie is going to take it down. Matt is going to just get everyone back up to full health. Now we're going to switch over to the other bomb right here. I'm going to save a little bit of ATB so that we can immediately start to damage it once it's under health. There it goes right there. Now we are on to the Condor. Alright, and we're just going to focus on damage right here with everyone. Okay, and it does look like the Condor can be poisoned, so take note of that. Alright, here we go. Gonna get a Blizzara Blow off. Alright, and the Fiery Condor is gonna go down. Now we have Ifrit. Alright, Ifrit is really not that bad. He was the first summon that was unlocked in the game a long while back. The first thing we're gonna do is imperil him. So whether you're doing that with a weapon or you're doing that with the Ice Breach Materia, make sure to get that off right off the bat. After that, we're just going to start laying into the damage. This is his ignition gauge right here. We just broke it by doing ice damage to him. Alright, and we're just going to be basically DPSing him. Matt is going to be using heals via recovery circle and healing showers. Alright, here we go. And as you can see, we are kind of smoking through his HP right here. Alright, here we go. Now he's charging his attack based on his ignition gauge. I'm going to use Recovery Circle to boost everyone's physical defense for when this goes off. Alright, here we go. And right before he gets it off, I'm going to use all 3 limit breaks, including the summon right here. We're going to get Clear Tranquil, which is going to boost Shiva's damage. Matt is going to hit us with Gigantic Shield to protect against the charge attack. And then Shiva is going to do a very sizable chunk of damage to Ifrit, getting him close to death, if not killing him outright. Alright, so let's see how it is. I do love the Shiva animation. Alright guys, so that's going to have it. Shiva is going to take him down right there. If you're not able to kill him at that point in time, the next thing he's going to do is he's going to go into a sigil break. There will be 40x sigils and 10 diamond sigils, although it is a very slow countdown on that, so you should have no problem taking him down and killing him before that goes off. Alright guys, well I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you are a new player and you are looking for more guides, I do have a playlist that is all new player guides, including a full-blown comprehensive all things Ever Crisis guide. I have a mastering team building guide. I have an ultimate materia guide. I have a bunch of different things for you guys. On top of that, if you're looking for a community of players where you can find co-op groups, where you can ask questions about team builds, bosses, anything that has to do with Ever Crisis, we do have a thriving Discord community called the Curseborn Discord. There's an invitation in all of my videos in the description. Just scroll down and look for the part where it says, "Are you an Ever Crisis player seeking a community?" That being said, if this video was helpful to you guys today, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to sub to the channel for future content. I hope you all have a wonderful day, take care, and peace.